from Eightcap. So today we're focusing in on the AU to the Japanese yen and the pound to the Japanese yen. But broader market wise, we are seeing the yen pushing up, and we are seeing a couple patterns emerging that maybe we are looking at a pullback that could be starting to form. So if we look at the Aussie, so the Aussie and the pound are probably be the strongest in the short term and the medium term of majority of the pairs at the moment. We can see this really nice leg up, but the issue was yesterday's failed rally, and we can see that nice fade. We've seen another fade today, and we've seen a bit of selling get underway after that. Now, there is some pretty good momentum here, but it is stacking up against a pretty decent level of resistance, and we can see that goes up to 93.30, and we haven't really been able to see a price break above that area since it was put in. Now, I'll rephrase that. We haven't been able to see a close above that area since it was put in back a fair while now, back in the 13th of December. So what we're looking to see now is if this is going to become something a little bit more. We've pulled well away from the moving average. So as you can see, prices do pull away from the moving average, but they do return to them, and it's a bit of a mean revision. So could this be a situation with the yen pushing higher? We're going to see a push by sellers to try and get price back close to the moving average. That resistance sort of does support it, and this fade is what got me interested this morning. And so far during today, it's also piquing some attention as well at this point as well. So really up to this level at 93.30, and then down to sort of that 93.20 area as well. There's the two resistance areas we're going to have a bit of a look at. We can see a bit of support here as well at 92.26. Now, just quickly have a look at the pound to the yen. We can see that nice trend I was just mentioning before, but likewise we can see a stall occurring here. We've got a bit of a consolidation in play right now, but if the yen does push forward, we're going to see a bit of a fail here in the test of this rally yesterday. Will resistance here at that 174.20 area, will that really come back into play? We haven't been able to see buyers clear that level at all since they've been trying to test it after quite a few, several tests in recent history. And we can now see a fade here as well, and price starting to push down. Now, we do have a nice bar yesterday. It did close nice and firm, but until we see a break of this resistance area here, that's where the issue is, and we'll continue to look at that as a stopping point until it's beaten. Now, if we do see a push down, we want to sort of stay with the trend and look to see if this trend does continue. So we'll be looking to see if support comes back in at 173.15, and if we do see a bounce back up, we'd like to see a break there, but if we do see a lower high and then a move back down, it starts to tell us a slightly different story. But if we do see a move back up with a nice higher low and then a test and break at this level, we'll look for a trend continuation to maintain this trend that we are seeing here. So a lot will come down to how deep, and if we do see selling this afternoon or tonight into the European session and US session, how much legs the yen's actually got. We're seeing a pretty firm pullback on the JPY 225 today as well. So will this continue to carry forward, and will we see further selling coming up? So a few levels there and a few thoughts just on some of the currencies trading to the yen at this stage. So we'll see what plays out. But both pairs that we've just seen have some resistance to beat before they can really get the trend back underway. So thanks very much for your time. Please feel free to drop some comments if you've got any. And we wish you all the best of your trading for the rest of the day. And thank you very much, and bye for now.